So hello everybody, today we're going to do another unboxing and we're going to unbox the Unbound collectible card game starter set. So this is by Gifted Vision and there is a lot of controversy around this game. I think it came out about 8 years ago and people were very critical of the game. They said that the manual was really bad and that nobody could understand the rules and that one should, I quote, basically just take the rule book and toss it and just go to BGG and download other things, or to go to the website where they had by then apparently put up new rules. And also some people were very unhappy with the artwork. It has been described as serviceable. Now, anyone who's seen Upper Deck's Firefly, Legendary Encounters Firefly, or as a matter of fact, some of the artwork in Legendary Encounters Alien will be a very hardened criminal at this stage, because they have some of the worst artwork I've ever seen. So we'll see how this works. Well, first of all, the first impression is bad, because the cards aren't even... yeah, they're just lying there. So that's bad. So they also, apparently, they were too cheap to put them into plastic. So they just fall out. The card stock is cheap and bad, very thin. I'm not impressed at all. But okay, so, well, first impressions, you saw that I was just taking off the shrink, so this is not staged. So my first impression is this is really bad. Let's see how we proceed from here. I mean, I will give them the fact that they have inserts, so that's nice. But look at the inserts. I mean, this is I don't know if you can make this out. It's dirty. This is like, I wonder how the plastic got dirty in the shrink. I have no idea how this could have possibly happened, but you know. We have tokens which come pre-punched. I've heard very bad things about them. Let's see if this holds true. And it actually, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is just terrible. So let's take these out. Yeah, I mean, this is like, yeah, ridiculous. I understand why people are upset. So these are dungeon cards. The card quality is appalling. These are the crawler cards. And these are the adventure cards. So these are adventure cards, and so that's basically your avatars. So we've got the Gold Dwarf Warrior. This, it doesn't look too bad. The Gypsy Stormcatcher, she looks fine as well. Yeah, I see this. Gypsy Thief, I mean, this is, yeah, serviceable, kind of, yeah. This one is a good image. This one as well. Axes of Evil. Get 3 cost 3 or higher characters in play. So these are the quests. So you've got 5 quests. Evil has a name. Very nice artwork on this one. Rescue the Damsel. Very nice artwork on this one as well. The stars align. Very nice. So you've got 5 quests you can complete. Let's look at some of the, so these are the crawler cards. So these are essentially your cards as far as I can tell. And then you've got the actual dungeon, which is the cards that you would go through. +2 power to characters and adventurers with thrown and ranged. So this also affects you in a way. So the dungeon doesn't only affect you negatively apparently, but also positively. That's a monster which is actually quite cute, but really out of place with regard to the artwork. Some kind of tree monster. This artwork is kind of, yeah, well, I see what they mean. And then again, you have nice artwork here, because I like this Minotaur, Murky Swamp. That is really nice art. So I've got several expansions also in the mail, which will probably arrive pretty soon. Let's take a look at some of our cards. The backpack, belt pouch. You know, so this would be things you can use yourself. And oh yeah, this is actually the old version. I see it now. This is not the 2016 one, but this is the 2010 one. So following Rick Royal's suggestion, I'll just toss this. There, I tossed it. I've also ordered this from Gifted Vision directly, and since they were giving me grief with regard to sending the stuff on, it was terribly difficult to get a commitment from their fulfillment house to actually send it. I ordered this, I found this in the UK because I did want to have the game, because I do believe I want this in my collection. So I will probably then be able to do a comparison between the 2016 version, because that's the one that I'm expecting from Gifted Vision, and this one, which is definitely the 2010 version. So the way this works, however, is there is a version, and I think I printed it off and I've got it over there to the side. And I also have to check what size these cards are, because they seem to be a little small. Let's just take a look. These are my trusted normal sized sleeves, which I use for everything. Yeah, it kind of fits. So yeah, that's the right sleeve size. So that's good then. Like I said, I'm not really, I mean, the cards are already scuffed. I mean, they've got scuff marks. This is new. I'm very, very upset. Okay, so this is stuff you can find on their website. It's copyrighted 2011. And they actually have a pre-made deck. So for the sake of the example in this guide, find the following cards from your dungeon deck and your crawler deck and place them in the following specific order. For example, zombie would be drawn first from the top of the dungeon deck. So what you do is you basically take your dungeon deck, because what they did was they made a walkthrough, because apparently people were really unhappy with the rules and said that they couldn't be understood, and it was all kind of really problematic. If there is no zombie in here, I'll cry. Ah, here we are. It actually looks quite ugly. Very good. That's a very good zombie. Then we want a graveyard. So the way this would work is you would just basically try and put these in order. Here's a graveyard. Actually, I'm liking this art. I mean, I think this art will probably start to grow on me if it wasn't for the fact that the quality of the cards is really poor. So I won't bore you with actually, you know, making you watch how I put this together. But the idea is that you basically build the deck according to the rules, and then you play through the rules, and they guide you through it. And this is what I'm going to do. Like I said, I mean, I'm looking forward to this because I think it's a game that's missing in my collection. I'm not very happy about my experience unboxing it. This is not impressive at all. I mean, this wasn't even packed properly. And the component quality is, well, leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, in this day and age where you have card games produced by so many different companies and with a lot of really, really good quality components coming out of, you know, China and also the United States, you know, this shouldn't happen. They should be a lot less flimsy, I guess is the word, because obviously you keep shuffling them, you know. So these, if you don't sleeve your cards, you can forget about getting this. Look, this is new. It already looks like this. I mean, this is bad. And if you were to play this, and if you do not have sleeves, you should actually not even touch these cards. So I've got, I bought sleeves for 150 euros the other week, and they came in on Friday, and I've been sleeving stuff like crazy. Because also in anticipation of this game coming in, because I'm a card sleever, just like I'm a counter clipper for my war games. All of the counters are clipped. But if you don't, you can pretty much, yeah, I would advise you not to play the game because you're just probably going to destroy these cards in a heartbeat. So this is my unboxing. And I will come back to you once I've played the game, and I may actually give you a playthrough of the scenario in the rulebook to maybe help some people and even myself talk myself through the story. I will say one thing. A lot of people have criticized this game for not being thematic, saying, you know, they could have totally turned this into a story-driven game with these cards by having nice adventures in there that as it were, speak to you. I believe that this is true. It's nice if they give you something like that. But I also think you can do this yourself. You could totally take this and make up your own storyline around it. And use these as a stepping stone for your own storytelling. So I'm not really unhappy about this, and to me this isn't even important. So I would not say that the fact that it isn't a narrative that is told by an adventure would put me off, because I can make my own narrative in my head. I am a role player, and we can build narratives out of a piece of paper and a couple of dice. So that isn't really a big issue for me. So I hope you found this interesting, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So hello everybody. Today we're going to do another unboxing. And we're going to unbox the Unbound collectible card game starter set. So this is by Gifted Vision. There is a lot of controversy around this game. I think it came out about 8 years ago, and people were very critical of the game. They said that the manual was really bad and that nobody could understand the rules and that one should, I quote, basically just take the rule book and toss it and just go to BGG and download other things, or to go to the website where they had by then apparently put up new rules. And also some people were very unhappy with the artwork. It has been described as serviceable. Now, anyone who's seen Upper Deck's Firefly, Legendary Encounters Firefly, or as a matter of fact, some of the artwork in Legendary Encounters Alien will be a very hardened criminal at this stage, because they have some of the worst artwork I've ever seen. So we'll see how this works. Well, first of all, the first impression is bad, because the cards aren't even... yeah, they're just lying there. So that's bad. So they also, apparently, they were too cheap to put them into plastic. So they